everybody, what's going on? It is week 5. We're ready to roll into the Tampa Bay Bucs game. Bears, Bucs, Super Bowl, whatever rematch when Foles took down Tom Brady. I know Tom Brady's going to be out for blood. This is much anticipated. Fellas, how are we doing today?
I love it. Little so Thursday night football action. Usually it's not until Thanksgiving. You usually have to wait all year for this, but we got one week 5.
And it's, dude, there's something about a fall night. Like, I don't care if it's not Sunday night football. There's something about a fall night with football on that just really like touches my soul.
Yeah, and it's person. Like, well, it's like the last couple of weeks too. It's like, like I'll still watch Thursday night football, but Gardner Minshew and Ryan Fitzpatrick, the Jags and the Dolphins. Yeah, the Jags and the Dolphins. And then last week we had the Broncos and the Jets. So it's nice to get a little break from those Thursday night games and actually have like a Bears game. I mean, I know for most national fans, it might not be the most exciting thing, but it's nice to have all the attention on the Bears, or maybe not.
Our team.
How we're feeling after the game.
Right.
Yeah.
In the words of the great Rob Schmitz, you get to sit on the couch tonight and watch our team play. So sit there and watch it and enjoy it.
Shout out at Robert K. Schmitz.
Robert K. Schmitz, baby, the one and only, one of our favorite, probably our all-time favorite reoccurring guests. We love Rob.
Knows more about football than I think any person that I've actually talked to.
He knows more about a football than a football knows about itself.
On God, bro.
Wow. Holy shit. Fellas, should we start the show out with some are we going to start the show out with some sports news real quick? Are we going to talk like finals and shit?
NBA finals, they're looking close to wrapped up here. I mean, Lakers got that 3-1 series.
Are Lakers going to take it? Is it over?
I think it's
probably
done. I think you can dig the Heat a grave here. And if they come back, then I guess Jimmy Butler's the new LeBron with that 3-1 comeback.
That would be something special if that happened. But yeah, it looks like the Lakers are taking it home. LeBron, I don't even know if LeBron's LeBron is just chilling, playing Madden every night after the finals. He's just ready to probably get this over with and go home. So it's been a dominant performance. That team, AD is just something special, huh?
Who gets finals MVP though? You giving it to AD? You giving it to LeBron?
I would give it to AD.
It depends. I mean, if they're going by actual who's playing better, I feel like AD should get it. But if they're going by like it's suck LeBron off, like I guess LeBron would get it, but who knows?
Well, if they would have been, sucking LeBron off, LeBron would have already had all those MVPs that he probably should have gotten in a lot of years. But
true.
Who knows? We'll see. I think they could give it to either one of them, and I wouldn't really hate it.
If he doesn't get MVP, that he's just going to go to Twitter and start venting about it too. I mean, he already got mad about not getting MVP votes.
He's trying to get out of the finals as fast as possible so he can go home and reprimand Bronny for smoking a blunt on him. He's got to get home and he's got to do some punishments. He's got some shit to dole out.
He's got to do some dad shit.
Yeah,
take away Bronny's wine for dinner privileges for 2
that's
weeks.
A bummer. That is a bummer.
So done. That's hilarious. And then, of course, the MLB playoffs are underway. No one cares about the MLB playoffs because the Astros are actually playing well, which sucks. So,
yeah, that kind of are you salty if the Astros win?
Yes, 100 million%.
That's got to be like the ultimate villainous team I think I've ever seen in sports if they go on to win a World Series.
Yeah, they're a bunch of tools. I don't like those guys. But at the end of the day, sports are sports. They're somehow
taller than Altuve.
Yeah, seriously, all of us. I mean, all of us are.
We don't height shame except for Jose Altuve.
Yeah, because he's
and if you're watching this, fuck you.
After they just beat the A's. Yeah, fuck you, Altuve. All right,
wow.
Let's get into it. Bears news, guys.
Altuve has no idea what just happened to him. You guys just coming.
He doesn't want to know.
He's watching. Come on. He's watching. He knows.
That's true. He's watching.
He's a big Bears fan, right?
Yeah, he's watching the Bears game tonight. No, I'm just kidding. I hope he's not a Bears fan.
We're all watching the Bears game tonight, baby.
You damn right. You damn right.
But yeah, let's get into some Bears news.
Bears news, fellas. What did we see? Anything happen over the weekend? Anything happen over the week leading up to the game? I know there's a couple injuries. Darnell Mooney showed up on the injury report, which is interesting. Shoulder, but he looks to play. I think McManus is out. Your boy Hambright, man. Arlington Hambright's out tonight. How do you feel about that, Blake?
I mean, he's been inactive for the entire year. He's yet to dress, but bro, we ain't worried on this Hambright squad, okay?
Hambright train.
Arlington is going to be just fine. I'm not worried about him. He'll get there. 7th round pick, make the 53-man roster. He's already winning to a certain degree. But this is kind of like a quick turnaround, so there's not really a whole lot to talk about, I mean, the Bears play that late game on Sunday, and then you got to turn it around and you got to get ready to go in a big game this week against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, their offenses look shaky at times, but last week they really came alive late in that game. Second half, pretty much Tom Brady took over. So it's a really tough matchup for the Bears. And I'm still just really bummed that this is a game where Soldier Field's going to be empty, where usually on a Thursday night in prime time, man, Soldier Field is packed to the brim. There's an electricity in the air. And plus Tom Brady, I thought a couple years ago would be his last performance there, or at Soldier Field when the Bears almost came back and beat the Patriots. But here he is back again. It's a bummer that none of us could get out to Soldier Field.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Let's
sir.
think about it, though. I just want to bring up a point. Like, imagine how many boo birds there would be at these games so far. Like, do you think we would have made the comebacks if the boo birds were there?
I don't know.
Well, we weren't at home when we made the comebacks.
Yeah. They've been who'd they play? They played the Giants at home already, so I could have seen the boo birds coming out for that one. I mean, Bears fans were very liberal with the boos last year, so I think they would have definitely been ready to go for this year.
Like first drive type shit.
That's that's how Bears fans rock, man. These Chicago fans, we're different.
I mean,
sometimes.
if Twitter is any indication of anything, the boo birds have already been.
Twitter's its own thing. Twitter's its own thing.
Twitter is a mind of its own.
Twitter has been. Oh my god, dude! I swear, for the last 2 weeks, everybody's a GM. Everybody is an expert. Which, speaking of experts, shout out Staley. Number 4 on Tally site, straight up.
Number 4
for real, man.
Our AI predictor is number 4 out of like 270 plus people on the NFL predictor this past week. So shout out Staley.
For the money line picks.
We'll go over Staley's money line picks later in the show. But yeah, it would have been interesting to see how this team would have done with the fans. I wonder if more players would have played well, feeding off the fans. Some maybe played better. I don't know. It's interesting. It's a very interesting topic. But getting into tonight's game, lots of hype surrounding tonight's game. The Bucs are going to be without Chris Godwin, but Mike Evans is playing tonight. Blake, let's go over the injury report. What do we got for tonight? We can talk about it then.
Well, the Bucs are definitely more banged up than the Bears. The only 2 guys that are set to miss tonight are Deion Bush and Sherrick McManus, like Austin said, but everybody else should be ready to go. Khalil Mack doesn't even have the questionable label. I know a lot of people were worried about that, but he doesn't have any label tonight. He got a full practice in on Wednesday. He's ready to go. You mentioned Darnell Mooney already for the Bears, but everybody else on that is good to go. Bucs, though, Mike Evans was a game-time decision. I think he is going to play tonight, so that's a big boost for the Buccaneers offense, but he's not going to be at full health, and with the way the Bears corners played this year, it's a good matchup to look for. Leonard Fournette, he is doubtful for tonight, so Ronald Jones is going to be the guy because LaShawn McCoy is also out as well for them.
That's big.
Scotty Miller, Barrington guy, he's actually from around this area. I played him in high school. And he is
in high school.
I didn't play with him. I played against him.
He
burned us for a long touchdown at one point. That's back in the old highlight tapes, but he is questionable. But I think he's going to go. I haven't heard him being out yet, so I think he's in. So that's another boost because I mean,
y'all see that name that I see at the bottom of the Bucs?
Ndamukong
Suh.
He's in though.
Is
he still performing? I haven't really seen.
I mean, he's still that Bucs front 4 is one of the best front 4s in the league. So
yeah, they've been really good this year.
He's still doing something. They're the number 2 in run defense per DB.
He's got 2 sacks on the year in Ndamukong Suh.
Dude,
and we know how he plays the Bears, and it's ugly.
Oh yeah,
dude, he's up there with. He's not quite at Aaron Rodgers' level of like disdain from me, but
he's up there for me too. I agree.
God, he's up there. Like he is such a. I'm not even going to go into it. We all know.
He is an unlikable guy. That's putting it lightly.
AJ,
at least on the football field. He's one of those guys, though, that I think if he's on your team, you probably love him. It's like the Draymond Green effect to a certain degree, or Joakim Noah. Joakim Noah is very like that, where he's like, you love him when he's on your team because he's making plays and getting people hyped. But when he's not on your team, you're worried about your quarterback and if he's going to be able to ever play again because he's coming for that neck.
I think the safeties being out tonight is going to be kind of a big deal. Who's our safety depth?
Deion,
We have Gibson and
DeAndre Houston Carson would be the backup in that scenario.
Man, that hurts though because Deion Bush is usually pretty solid for us. So I don't know, man. That's rough.
Yeah, Eddie Jackson and Deshaun Gibson, they're gonna have a full night ahead of them. They're not gonna be missing many snaps, that's for sure.
No. Oh, can we get into missing snaps? Can we get into Robert Quinn? Hardly being on the field. Can we get on to Cole Kmet not being on the field?
Oh my God, how about we can talk about the post-game interview, especially with Cole Kmet, where Matt Nagy was like, Matt Nagy said something like,
14 snaps.
Yeah,
You're the fucking reason.
He needs to get out there more. It's like, dude, you're the one who puts him out there. Put him out there. Like, come on, call play, put him out there.
Well,
put him on
granted,
the field.
I don't know if that comes down to the coaching as far as like the tight end / wide receiver coach, because I know that for like D line and stuff like that.
Plays. Yeah, but you're calling plays for your personnel packages. So if you're gonna,
that's an insane answer for him to be like, yeah, that's just not enough, or like, that's just not enough running attempts. Like, motherfucker, you're the one calling them. Like, this is a very simple fix. It's like.
I mean, it really is. Like, he has
my phone is dying. What do I do?
Well, that's it. Like, dude, like it doesn't make any sense from that perspective for Nagy, because like during those weeks 1 through 3, they ran like all this 12 personnel, all these tight ends. Like I got the snaps pulled up here. Like, let's look. Jimmy Graham from week 1 to 4, 80%, 62, 67, 66. Demetrius Harris, 40, 55, 41, then goes down all the way to 37. That's a low for him. And then look at Cole Kmet, 31%, 34, 32, 24. That's a low for him. So they totally abandoned that 12 personnel, it looks like, in last week's game, which is a big reason why they've been successful. And that's how you run the ball. So like you said, Nagy, like it literally is his call.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, this is going to be a bold statement for me, and I just want everybody who's watching right now to get themselves ready, including AJ, because I know that I'm about to get roasted. But, dude, if this is the game plan with Foles, like, put Trubisky back in, because at least we were running the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, he did look like shit in that Atlanta game. It should have been gashing Atlanta, but, like, if you're not going to run the ball, or if you're going to put fucking Cordero Patterson in on 3rd and 1 with Nick Foles in the game, like, put whatever's going to win. Like, and I don't know. Like, we've lost one game.
Andy's feeling some type of way tonight. Holy shit.
Oh, my God.
No, Andy. You mail me a visor.
Type of way, man. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, I feel
the pod is feisty today, boys. We're coming for we've already come at Ndamukong Suh. Who were we talking about in the beginning that you guys were coming for?
Who am I going for? Tom Brady? I don't know. Sound off in the chat. How you feel about Tom Brady? All right. How about confidence levels tonight with with Chris Godwin out, Mike Evans, and Scotty Miller? What are our confidence levels tonight overall about the game, boys? How are we feeling?
I don't feel great.
We saw what Calvin Ridley did on play 1 against the Falcons.
That was fun, right?
I don't know, man. I think last week Tom Brady kind of chewed up a pretty solid Chargers secondary. They were missing Chris Harris, their slot man, or their nickel corner, but I don't know, man. It's going to be potentially a low scoring game, but I just like if Tom Brady gets rolling and starts picking the Bears apart and the Bears offense can't stay on the field, it could turn into a really long night for this team.
Yeah, but also Bruce Arians' offense is very notoriously like throw the ball down the field.
Yeah.
Like
the thing about Arians, though, is like he will adapt to his quarterback, and if Tom Brady is in his ear saying a certain thing.
Okay, but he also had Jameis and never changed the damn game plan.
Well, just
like fucking just throw it down the field,
Jameis Winston lives for that. That's Jameis Winston's favorite thing to do. He doesn't even have to see the receiver. He's slinging that rock no matter what.
I'm scared of Tom Brady because if there's anybody that's the master of dink and dunk and check down, it is Drew Brees and Tom Brady. And that is what destroys and Phil Rivers. And that's what destroys the Bears defense. But I say that like play 1 against the Falcons wasn't a fucking 60-yard bomb to Calvin Ridley. And like last week, Rivers wasn't throwing them too. So, I mean, I don't know, man. It's hard to be super confident right now. It's not that I'm not confident in the players. I'm less confident in the coaches right now, in the play calling on both sides of the ball.
I feel that. Okay, here I'm going to throw something out for Tom Brady because I know we're talking about Tom Brady and we'll get to the offense. But, Tom Brady is someone that if you get to him, and I tweeted this out earlier today, if you get to him, he is not immobile. He's not mobile. He's immobile. He's not going to escape the pocket very well. The Bears, I understand Chuck Pagano thinks he has a very dominant front four, which we do. But they're causing pressures, but they're not getting home. So that's the thing. They're not getting home. And if they don't get home, Tom Brady is going to be able to find and make plays. And unfortunately, you got to get pressure on Tom Brady, dial up some blitzes, and cause some turnovers tonight. That's how you
beat the just keep Robert Quinn on the field. Like,
well, that's another thing. That's another thing.
Khalil Mack take up 2 people. Robert Quinn has a single. If he gets double teamed, then there's Akeem Hicks. Like, Bilal Nichols every now and then is going to have a flash where he gets in the backfield, like as soon as the ball is snapped. It's like, I don't know. I was talking to my dad today. Dad was like, let the linebackers do their job. But which I refuted with, well, our linebackers kind of suck besides Roquan, but that's a whole nother topic.
Speaking of, we do have Ronald Jones, who is not Lemon Fournette, but he's still a big boy and he's looking good this season. How do you guys like our run defense tonight against Ronald Jones and the Bucs?
I think it shapes up pretty well because like even though like they've been prone to a few gashes here up the middle, they still have found a way to be pretty solid against the run for the most part this season. Mm-hmm. I think it'll be very similar to what we've seen even against last week, where we saw a few runs that Ronald Jones might break off for 8 to 12 yards, but most of the time they're probably going to limit him to like 2 yards. And like Ronald Jones he's not like a running back that you really get scared of. I think he's like right in the middle of the pack there. I think he's a guy like I said, like if you give him a little bit of daylight, he can make something happen, but it's not going to be very consistent with him. So I like their chances to stop him.
Well, yeah, and if you look at the statistics for the defense, like the defense is a lot better on the run statistically than they are to the eye. Like the eye test says this is a pretty big problem, but I think that's only because we're so used to having a dominant defense. Like if you listen to our Jim McMahon interview that came out today, he talks about how
Chicago's always on all podcast platforms. We interviewed the great, the amazing, the Super Bowl champion Jim McMahon. Make sure you guys check that out.
QB. But he talked about that. Like we're so used to having that, and Chicago doesn't really throw the ball. And we I don't know why I threw that in, but he said that. But anyway, bottom line is we're used to having such a good defense. It's like if there's any sort of like averageness to our defense, we're like, oh, this is a fucking problem because we're so because we know our offense stinks. And so we have to have that defense to bail us out. So I think. Yeah, I think it's less of a problem than we think it is, but it's still a problem. Oh, yeah. I mean,
they're number one in third down defense, number two, or number one in red zone, number two in third down, one of those two. And then Kyle brings up another good point. Any issues with catching out of the backfield? Always issues with the Bears. If Danny's on his game, I don't think so. Roquan be a beast tonight. I think we'll be okay, but we'll have to see. Okay, Leonard Fournette's playing tonight, boys.
He is playing?
Oh wow. Shit. Wow.
Well, I could take Ronald Jones out of my fantasy lineup in one.
Hey, I want to give a huge shout out to he's been listening to us since we started these live shows at the beginning of the year, Alex. Alex, man, congrats on getting those wisdom teeth out.
Congrats on the legal drugs.
I hope you earn back all that money tonight, bro. That's a lot of money for getting your wisdom teeth out. So shout out to you. I've had that done. It sucks. Get better soon. Thanks for listening. I mean, even with the wisdom teeth out, he's still here. So shout out Alex.
AJ, get well.
He's gonna be perked out like Aaron Rodgers.
My knee. Yeah, after we don't want to that game. Actually, that game might be one of the worst Bears games ever. I don't even want to talk about that.
We don't talk about that.
It started out so well.
All right, let's move the offense. Let's move the offense.
There we go.
Football. Well, actually, no. Keys? Nah. Yeah. Offensive side of football, and then we'll do keys to the game. Offensive side of football, how are we expecting this team to do against the number 2 run defense in the NFL? We're going to have literally number 1 last week. The Bucs are no Colts in terms of their secondary, though. Nick Foles should be able to move the ball through the air. How do you see the Bears moving the ball on the ground? I mean, I don't even know how we can have any optimism today with how the Bears have had horrible success on the ground for the last how many years. So I don't know.
Tell me the last time you were ever confident in the offense. Tell me the last time and the year it was that you were last confident in the offense.
2013 was pretty dope. When they were just slinging that rock around to Jeffrey and Brandon Marshall.
Oh my God,
that was kind of fun, right?
Literally, like both of them.
That was like 7 years ago. Damn, man.
But how we feel about the run defense, David Montgomery?
Well, you know that Matt Nagy, if David Montgomery has 1 carry for 2 yards, he's going to abandon the entire running game for the rest of the game and put Cordero Patterson back there and do God knows what. So I don't feel very good, but I hope he sticks to it. Like I want to see like a commitment. I want to see what I saw in weeks 1 through 3, where they are using run plays and they're using play action sets off the same run plays, because that's how play action is supposed to work. And I feel like I just didn't see that at all last week with Nick Foles at the helm of this offense. And, if that changed because they think that he is the guy and that can run Matt Nagy's offense the way it wants to be run, like what they were trying to run last year in 2018, then I don't know if I want to see this offense. Like Ryan said, I'd rather see them line up in this 12 personnel and play smart football and play like a cohesive offensive scheme.
I don't care if they pass the whole game. Just run the damn ball. And also, I want to bring up too. Again, shout out Robert K. Schmitz on Twitter. He put a video up maybe today, maybe yesterday, about how Montgomery doesn't run outside. he doesn't run outside his blockers on the outside zone runs, and he tries to cut it back in. And that might be a big reason why we're not seeing these, like, even the yardage that Jordan Howard used to get back in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious to see if that changes. But dude, having Tariq on is actually like a huge cripple to this offense.
And it's not that David Montgomery is necessarily a bad option out of the back, like a pass catching option. It's just that Tariq Cohen adds that different level of breakaway speed or that quick bounce to the outside to get into space, and like David Montgomery's got solid speed, but it's not that same kind of like acceleration nor explosion.
Well, there's a lot of players like Montgomery in the league. There's not a lot of players like Tariq Cohen in the league. Like Tariq was kind of like that powder keg, like when the offense was bad, like doing bad, and we needed to play, like, and if you check down to Tariq, like the man's going to get some yards out of it. Yeah. Sometimes he'll run to the sideline, east and west, but you know what? We don't think about it too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we missed that little spark, like he was like the spark plug, Tariq the spark plug.
That's he was, and it's like you can get him the ball at any time on any kind of play, whether it's like a run play or a screen play or just a dink or dunk off in a check down game to some degree. Like he has a chance at making something happen, whether it's 5 yards, whether it's 8 yards. Like he has a better chance of making that happen for them in the passing game.
What do you guys think about this? When's Lamar Miller coming in?
I'm not sure. I
mean,
thought it would potentially be this week, but it is a short week. So I guess next week, I think we'll have more clarity on that situation, because if he's not promoted to the active roster, I think he's a guy that you have there just as veteran depth to potentially bring on if there's another injury to this running back room.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like a insurance policy type thing right
now.
Yeah. I think everything was probably put on hold because, like, doesn't it feel like we literally just watched the Indy game?
I mean, that's the beauty of Thursday night football. It's a great turnaround, national stage. Everybody will be watching.
Yeah, but then
end of the week, it's almost Friday. We have the weekends to look forward to after football. I mean, and then we just get to stress free and chill.
And Sunday, you just
day of red zone
all day.
Red
zone.
Come on.
Woo! I love that. I love a full day of red zone.
I watched Red Zone for the first time since we had an afternoon, like a late afternoon game. I watched it for the first time in years.
It's literally like football crack cocaine.
It's electric, dude. I was like overstimulated in the best way possible. I was like, touchdown, triple screen.
There's been like times like I've been watching it and like I forget that it's red zone. I'll be like, okay, next commercial, I'm gonna get up and go to the bathroom. And then all of a sudden it's like a half hour, 45 minutes later, I'm like, oh yeah, this is red zone. There is no commercials. So they got me.
Shit.
Hey, they perfected the method of keeping your attention for whatever odd hour, 10 hours a day. Like that they have your full attention. Idea.
I remember when they first came out with Red Zone. I was like, this is pretty cool. This is one of the greatest things that NFL Network has ever done.
Scott Hansen is amazing. Unless you're on the West Coast watching Andrew Siciliano like a fraud.
Big fraud.
Wow, that's yikes. Hey, Andrew Siciliano's a good guy. He didn't do anything to you.
No, nothing against Andrew Siciliano. I'd ride or die with Scott Hansen.
Yo, holy shit. This is the parlay of the day. Alex, I want you to come into our live pregame show every week and give me a fucking crazy parlay of the day. $5 parlay on Mooley, Robinson, Gronk, Evans, and Graham to score a TD. Holy $2,400. $2,400 if he wins.
Bold of you to assume that three Bears are scoring a touchdown. That's bold.
Through the air, too. That usually happens like every 3 weeks.
Touchdown right tonight. He's going to have to get every single touchdown right tonight. That's how he's going to have to do that. Holy shit.
Amazing. We're with you. We're riding through. Let's get that bread for that wisdom teeth, baby.
Hey, if that happens, then check the ticker at the bottom. We've got merch. And I don't want to say that we did it for you, but like this is good luck watching the pregame show right now. So
look at that shirt Austin's got on.
Am I in the picture? Am I in the picture?
Devin
Hector's walking it a little bit, but not in a bad way. I mean, I think that adds a bit of a vibe.
We got merch, baby. Yeah, just had to show that shit. I just came in today. I'm hype. All right, is it time for keys of the game, boys? Is it time for keys in the game? It's 6:30.
I wish we had a little jingle.
We got still so much to talk about tonight. Keys to the game. Keys to the game.
Ooh,
like that little,
man.
We got the keys.
We need to clip that.
Got the keys to the game.
Ooh, yeah. That was low-key. Austin just hit that high note.
Keys to the game. Am I in the frame? LMAO, this is hilarious. Look, I'm getting merch and buying some. Alex, you're a fucking man, dude. Alex is our fan of the night. AJ, I'm sorry. Oh, look at AJ coming in too with the keys. This is a live chat, boys. We're all over the place. This is fantastic. Boys and girls, All you women out there, sound off in the chat. Come on, let's go. We're ready to roll. Let's go.
Shout out women. Shout out to women. Quick shout out for the one time.
Shout out women. All right.
Okay.
Shout out Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That was Ryan's corner.
Yeah.
Shout out Earth, Wind, and Fire.
All right, baby. Let's get into keys of the game.
The rails, yeah.
Offense, baby. Keys to the game.
When were we on the rails?
True.
Keys to the game. Score.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, man. Dropping that knowledge. Okay. All right.
1. Score. 2.
Hold up. Pause. Cameron Brate went to Naperville Central. Did y'all know that?
I didn't know that. No.
Literally 10 minutes. Well, very close to where I live. That's kind of insane.
Wow.
So that's close.
I bet you he has a jersey hanging in his high school. You should go steal it.
Holy cow. No, I don't care about Naperville Central that much. But yeah, wow, hometown guy. All right, Ryan, keys to the game, points. Really good. I like that.
Number 2, linebackers. I say it every week. Linebackers. 3, safety play. I mean, our secondary is going to have to really show up tonight because we're going to be shallow, and I think we're going to need turnovers to get off of the field. We need our offense to have more time of possession this game because our defense was fucking gassed. And that has been the secret to beating the Bears for the past 2 years. Get the defense super tired to where you're going to gash them or, go down the field in 5-6 plays, score a touchdown and get a field goal. Get some turnovers, be good on third down, win the game, score some points, bada bing, bada boom.
All right. Did you put anything on defense there? Any keys to the game on? Oh, no, we're doing offense. Don't answer that. All right, Blake, keys to the game.
Exactly what I said right here. Scoring more points than the opposition. That is.
Bull take, Cotton.
All right, let's go into. Oh, we just shot up in listeners a shit ton. Hey, everybody, how's it going?
Welcome to the show.
We're jamming out tonight. How's everybody doing? We're my fiance's dancing over there too. We're ready to go. Bears, Bucs.
Shout out Corey.
Blake, keys to the game. Corey, oh my God, you guys got
offensive key to the game.
Look at my little dog.
Oh my God.
I cut his hair a little too short around his sensitive areas, and the poor guy has to wear underwear. Poor Cooper.
I'm laughing from the cuteness.
Poor Cooper. Hey, buddy.
All right.
All right. Keys to the game on offense.
Offensive key to the games. I really like Ryan's, but I guess have a balance. Like I said, go do this 12 personnel, do what you did the first 3 weeks that made you somewhat successful, have an identity, because last week was the same stuff we saw all in 2019. So I want to see a cohesive game plan put together by Matt Nagy, because he has his guy at quarterback now. There's not a lot of excuses that can be had. And there's Charlie. Chucky's the key to the game.
He's just hanging out.
Charlie.
Oh, Chucky with he's still wearing his Batman bandana. I love that.
Yeah, they gave him you can't see it. Here it is.
Bucs by 10. Clay, get out of here. Get out of here.
Hey.
Ooh.
We got
all right. My offensive keys to the game are going to be, I'm going to say this every single week, run the ball. And also Nick Foles, get him going in the air, get him going early, maybe some quick passes to get him going. Maybe some easy routes in the middle of the field, and then let him go. Let him unleash it, get to the middle of the field. I want to see some 1st and 10 bombs to the end zone, play action bombs to the end zone when they get to the middle of the field. I want to see that shit all day. What?
Convert some third downs. When the Bears on third down have been, I'd be interested to see where they rank in the league. It's got to be in the bottom 5, but they've been one of the worst third down teams in the league.
All right, it's crashed here.
Let's switch over. Wow, bold take, Jake. This is just bold. This is just bold. All right, let's move to the defensive side of the football. All right, defense, boys. What's the keys to the game on defense? This is going to be quite the game. Anytime Tom Brady is playing the Bears, it's yikes, big yikes.
Yeah, I like what Ryan said about pass rush. I think earlier on you said it, they got to be able to get to the quarterback, and I think that's the key to the game for them, because if you look back, last week against Phillip Rivers, they pretty much contained him for the most part, and Phillip Rivers is towards the end of the career, not quite the same guy. Tom Brady's that same kind of guy right now, and in most games, if a defense can hold the guy to 19, 16, whatever odd points, they should get the win. So I want them to keep Tom Brady in the pocket, collapse the pocket around him, and get after him, and that, like Austin said too, that's the way that has been proven to be Tom Brady. Well, that's what the Giants did. That's what the Eagles did. It's got to be what they have to do to win the game.
Get this Shimoda out of the chat.
Clay.
What is this?
Clay coming from the top ropes into here.
Clay's coming down with some Bucs BS. Boo. Yeah. All right. Ryan, defensive keys of the game.
I think I went over them on accident on my offensive turn, but it was, what was it? 1, linebackers, 2, secondary's got to be lights out, and we've got to get some turnovers or just keep the time of possession down. Just get some turnovers and get the ball back to the offense, and hopefully the offense can score. But like we've got to be on the field less.
I'm really worried about the Bears being able to run, because this is the second-ranked run defense in the league, and they just played. I think the Colts are number 1, who they played last week, and they had no success. So I'm worried. I'm a little worried on how they're going to be able to do, because Nagy, like he did last week, it wasn't successful. They kind of abandoned the running game. Same kind of thing could happen this week. So it worries me that we're playing this defense, and this defense is not to be slept on at all.
I am spooked, boys. It's spooky season. It is spoopy season, and I am spooked.
Very
spooked.
But
yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty scared too. But I think look, orange jerseys.
Look.
We said the orange jerseys was going to mean a good defensive performance, which it did. It did. But tonight it's got to be. We need a 2018 Bears showing tonight. Like we really do. I think that's going to be like the top.
How about 2018 Rams Bears vibe?
Oh,
that would be
lit. I love games like that.
I don't. Okay, how would you feel about Bears Rams if the Bears won like 12-9? How would you feel about that game?
Love it. That's Bears football, baby.
I would love to win, but I'd be worried about the rest of the season. For you guys, I want to hear what the chat has to think. I want to hear what you guys have to think here. Like this game, I don't want to say their season's necessarily over, but I think this is a huge turning point in the season for them. Like if they can come out and find a way to beat Tom Brady and the Bucs, I think the Bears will have a chance to remain a solid team throughout the season. But if they come out and they drop a dud here, like I am very worried about their rest of the season outlook.
Mm-hmm.
I think if it's close, like I'll still have a little bit of hope. Like they could contend potentially for a wild card spot. But like if they come out and they just get in an absolute rout with the Bucs, like I'm worried. I think the Bears season is close to being on life support at that time.
But we're over 60% to make the playoffs. So even if we get in as a wild card,
football, baby, knock on wood. All right,
Charlie, right on you.
Hey, nobody's here. That was me.
But it's going to be fun. If they win, this is going to be one of those games, like you said, like that 2018 Rams game, or like what else was another one? That one against Minnesota on primetime. Like it would be so fun to see the Bears get a dominant primetime win, because it feels like it's been a while.
We can criticize him all we want. Trubisky's been rolling on primetime games, so we'll have to see what primetime Foles is going to bring us now. It's a new era in Bears football, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Hey, can we just real quick, and then we can move on? Can we just all just kind of send our energy, manifest a Bears win right now?
Just like a quick 5 seconds of silence.
Well, just give me your best, like, give me a Bears, but like really draw out the S. That's
okay.
how I
ready. A triplet, quartet with 3 people.
Oh,
a triple quartet.
Yeah.
I don't know, but let's just do quartet. Bears. Let's all do Bears in harmony. Let's all just do it in harmony. Ready?
Well, I probably won't do it in harmony, but I'm definitely gonna do it.
Let's get ready. 1, 2, 3.
Bears.
I don't even know what that was, but I guess that was us putting all of our energy for tonight's game.
All right, let's move on here.
Let's go.
Bears. All right, player of the game predictions real quick, and then we're going over under. Ryan, player of the game prediction.
Jalen Johnson.
Alex is in it too. Jalen Johnson. All right. Oh, big matchups tonight. Jalen Johnson and Antoine Winfield, 2 defensive rookie of the year candidates. And then we've got Tristan Wirfs and Khalil Mack. Going to be great matchups tonight. Blake, player of the game.
I'm going to go Bojack. I don't know if this is going to be a great game for the offense. I don't feel particularly good about anybody on that side of the ball, but Eddie Jackson's a touchdown waiting to happen. It's due. I'm going to keep calling it maybe every week until it finally happens, but I'm going to take Eddie Jackson as the player of the game tonight for the Bears.
All right, well, you guys are losers. I'm going with Nick Foles, baby. Big night for Big Dick
Big
Nick.
Richard.
300 yards.
Big Richard Foles. Come on down.
Nick's going all the way. Let's see it. All right. So without further ado, it is time to get into Andy's over-unders. Blake, you got the over-unders ready?
Yep, I got them pulled up right here.
Y'all in the chat, sound off. Let us know in the chats who you got for the over-unders. We're starting with David Montgomery rushing attempts. Over-under 18.5. I will start on this one. Oh, this is hard. I'm going to say under because I think they're going to be throwing the ball a little bit more, and I think Cordell Patterson will eat into those. What am I thinking of? Someone give it to me. What am I thinking of? We'll eat into those carries a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm with you here. I'm gonna look up his game log here because Is David Montgomery had 18 carries in a game yet this year?
I think he just had almost exactly 18.
His most so far is in week 2 against the Giants, and he had 16. So I think if this was a real bet, I'm going the easy under here because like we said, man, Nagy, all it takes is a couple bad runs on the first drive, and next thing you know, they're passing the ball 40 times and running the ball 15 times. So I think that's an easy under.
I'm taking the over, and I will tell you why, boys. Go ahead. Ask
Tell me why.
Oh, thank you, Austin. You're
doing it tonight. Honestly,
I'm telling you. I've been
that oregano oil the man's taking over there.
I'm telling you guys. I'm feeling fantastic today.
I'm taking the over because historically, if you look back at Matt Nagy's play calling, the week after he has a bad rushing game or he doesn't do well play calling, they go all out rushing.
What?
Well, look, if you look at the 2019 Bears, was it against the Saints that he said that he's not dumb about running the ball?
When he ran it 9 times.
Yeah, 17 rushing yards. Next game had 162 rushing yards against the Chargers. So, yeah, I'm taking the over. And also, before we move on, Corey, I'm drinking Einstock Toasted Porter from Iceland tonight. It's delicious, and I also have some spiced rum that I'm kind of sipping on.
Ooh,
it's called
just a little primer.
Yeah, and also,
good.
Ooh, that looks delicious, Ryan.
Thursday night primer, baby.
And also, yes, Kyle, I had an exorcism today, and it worked. The devil of my virus is gone. And yes, Alex, I'm on like 20 supplements, so you can assume that I eat kale. All right, let's go to the over-unders. What do we got next? All right, Allen Robinson. This is a good one. This is a really good one. Oh, and of course, these are from our fantastic social media manager on Twitter, Andy Heck, at AirHeck. At AirHack006 on Twitter. Make sure you guys shoot him a follow. Receiving for Allen Robinson, 110 yards. Over or under, boys?
Give me the under.
Ryan.
I'm taking the under. Give me the under. I keep saying I say look a lot tonight, haven't I? I'm going under because I think like week 1, everybody eats tonight. We all eat. So give me the under because everybody eats.
Okay. Loser, boo, boo. All you boo in the chat. He's going over again. He's going over again. He did it last week. Boo, Allen. Babe, stop. Get out of here with your BS in the chat. Get out of here. She's in the other room booing Allen Robinson. No, we don't do that.
No, we remove that from the – we got to remove that from the chat.
Extend him. All right, Blake, over, under. Ryan's got the under. I got the over, under 110.5 yards for Allen Robinson.
I already pointed down, man. I think this is going to be the under. Carlton Davis, I heard, was going to be the guy shadowing him, and he's had an awesome start to the season. You can look back to week 1. He's the guy that shut down Michael Thomas there. I mean, nobody shut down Michael Thomas last year, and he did it week 1. He's just off to a really good start, and if he is this supposed shutdown corner, it's going to be a rough night for Allen Robinson, and I think it's going to be a rough night for the Bears offense in general.
Yeah, okay, well.
Sorry, hate to be that guy.
Not even at our picks yet, and we're already going to bring it out. So, boo, boo. Feet off the edge.
This gives Blake life.
It really does.
And we're back.
All right. Welcome back.
That's it. That's it, Sarah. Where's the fate? Where's the fate? The fate. Why did I just say fate?
Hey, shout out Sarah Carter, winner of the David Montgomery jersey.
Yep, jersey's on its way tonight.
Yes, congratulations.
Thanks for coming to the pregame show.
Yes, very much so.
Have you here.
All right, final one before we get into Staley's picks, and all you gamblers out there who are betting at your own risk are waiting for this. But before we get into that, Robert Quinn over under 1.5 sacks.
Fuck it, give me the over. Fuck it. Let me just look. I'm manifesting. There's boys. You can manifest.
You cannot tell me you're manifesting on one and then pick unders on the other two. Boo.
Well, I wasn't manifesting those, but I'm manifesting this one because I'm picking the over.
He wants a defensive dub.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Bears, bring back Bears football. I'm done believing in the offense. I'm done believing that the offense is going to do anything of substance. They might score a touchdown a game. I don't give a fuck anymore. Give me Bears football. Give me the defense. Let's go, boys.
All right. Blake, what do you got?
Do you really want me to say it?
Yeah, he's got the under. We don't even need to ask. I'm gonna go with the under too. I think he gets one, but I don't want to say that the defensive front four eats. I've been waiting for them to eat all season. I'm hoping they eat tonight, but we'll see.
They've been getting pressure on. Like they've been solid. They're just not connecting.
Akeem Hicks is still up there. I think Akeem Hicks has like 3.5 sacks himself.
I feel like the defensive line as a whole is having like a real
good pressure year, but they're not.
What's his name? Leonard Floyd, like a Leonard Floyd type situation going on where it's like, oh, look at him getting back there, but never actually
finishing it. Yeah, it's all about finishing, and they've had a lot of like even on early on when they like weeks 1 through 3 or so. I feel like a lot of times they were letting like Matt Stafford or weeks 1 and 2 more so. But Matt Stafford and Daniel Jones kind of escaped the pocket and looked downfield. And they didn't really connect on a lot of those plays. But with a guy like Tom Brady, who's more of a statue in the pocket at this point, I mean, he's always been a statue in the pocket, but more so at the age of 43. Like, this is the week where you have a guy that's not going to be super athletic to get out of the pocket. So this is the week where if you collapse it, you can get there and get those gaudy numbers, man.
All right, we got a lot to go, guys. We're going to have a lot of for the next 20 minutes of this show, we're going to have a lot of chat participation after we do Staley's picks.
Hey, y'all the staff. Chat's the staff.
What? I don't even know what that means. So let's get right into it. Our AI NFL
staff participation, right?
Our AI David. Oh my God! I just saw Corey put in David. Now,
womp.
Yeah, whatever. Our AI NFL season predictor is coming in hot. Number 4 last week out of 270 analysts. Staley is rolling. It's 43-20 so far. 18 and what is it? Surefire selections 18 and something.
He's 44-19.
44-19.
Surefire selections are 18-3.
Don't fuck with Staley. He's scary. So it's a he or a she. I don't really know. It's an it. So Ryan, without further ado, these are money line picks, not spread. If you're betting on these, bet at your own risk, and we'll tweet them out Sunday. So if you guys are doing your Staley parlays or whatever. Let's see it, Ryan. What do we got for our picks this week?
Let me just correct. 44-19 overall record, 18-5 on Surefire selections. But this week, Staley has got 4 out of 5 saying 4 out of 5 models saying the Bucs win.
Boo, Staley. We're going against Staley tonight.
Look,
boo. Alex knows it. MGM's child time. It's Staley time. All right, Staley's got the Bucs.
So rest of the league. 3 out of 5 say the Panthers beat the Falcons.
Ooh, okay.
3 out of 5 say the Texans beat the Jaguars. 5 out of 5 have the Chiefs over the Raiders.
Surefire selection.
4 out of 5 have the Patriots over the Broncos. 5 out of 5 have the Cardinals over the Jets. Easy. 3 out of 5 have the Titans over the Bills. That's something. That's something because that's going to be a hell of a game, I think, if they actually play it, because the Titans apparently have been just like French kissing in the locker room.
I guess so. I guess they don't care.
Let's see. 5 out of 5 say the Steelers beat the Eagles. 3 out of 5. Now, this is a big one. Boys. 3 out of 5 of Staley's neural network models trained on the 2018 and 2019 season trends say that the Bengals will beat the Ravens.
Wow. And I counted against the Panthers beating the Cardinals last week. 5 out of 5.
That's a big one.
Look, and if it ends up happening, the odds are like plus 450 right now. So I mean, even if you put like a few bucks, just for shits and giggles, if you got a few bucks to throw away, 5 out of 5 have the 49ers over the Dolphins. 3 out of 5 have the Colts over the Browns. 4 over 5 say Cowboys over the New York Giants. Got a little tongue-tied there. 3 out of 5 say Seahawks over the Vikings. I think that could be potentially a trap game right there for Staley, because the Vikings looked pretty good last week. But 3 out of 5 say Seahawks over Vikings, and the last game, 4 out of 5 of Staley's models say the Saints beat the Chargers at home.
All right. And of course, again, we're going to tweet the Surefire selections as we always do each week. We're going to get those out on Sunday. And I'm going to put a little bit on the Bengals for sure. I mean, you got to ride with Staley's Surefire selections a little bit, at least a little bit. But bet at your own risk. I'll tweet out my Staley's Sunday parlay on Sunday with what I got from Staley's Surefire selections.
Did you get them all?
Well, I'll probably ask you for them again, but yeah, we'll.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. We have.
We'll tweet them out too. All right, let's get into it real quick, guys. Locks of the week, and then we're gonna get into our big board because we didn't have an audio podcast, so we're gonna do our big board of food combos. So, lock of the week, boys. What do we got?
All right, who wants to start?
I'll start.
I'll go. Okay, go ahead, Austin.
Okay,
go ahead. No, you had the exorcism today.
Way too many points for the Chargers with Justin Herbert. They did the same thing against the Bucs. Chargers are +8 against New Orleans. I am taking my lock of the week as the Chargers +8 against the New Orleans Saints on Monday night.
All right, Ryan.
All right, my lock of the week is.
You didn't see that. That was me.
Boom.
There we
Raiders
go.
cover 11.5 against the Chiefs. Look, I think the Raiders. I don't think the Raiders are super like a great team. But John Gruden will have them fired up, okay? They're not going to lose by 11.5 to the Chiefs. The Chiefs came out and kind of had a bit of a stinker the last game that they just played. But granted, it was against Bill Belichick's defense. But, yeah, I think that's an easy cover. I think that's a really easy cover. I think the Raiders have got to easily cover 11.5 against the Chiefs.
All
right, close it out.
Well, I am going to go Cowboys over the New York Giants. The Cowboys are pissed off. They're 1-3. A lot of close games, but they are just torching teams with their offense right now. And the New York Giants are potentially the worst team in football. So I think this is a get-right game for the Cowboys. I think they get their win, and they've owned the Giants recently. I mean, last year they beat them 35-17 and then beat them again in New York 37-18. I just think there's too much talent on the Cowboys' offensive side of the ball for the Giants to even keep this one close.
All right. Oh, God. We got a Chiefs fan in here, Ryan. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like your little pick there. Oof. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Don't forget about that. All right. So let's get into it, guys. Before we get into our Bears Week 3 predictions, or Week 5. Well, I got Week 3. Before we get into our Bears Week 5 predictions to close out the show, we're going to do our big board of food combos, our favorite food combos. Have some fun with this one in the chat. Sound off. Let us know your favorite food combos. Starting with number 3. Ryan, I'm going with you first.
Shit. Okay, we're doing this on the fly. I told everybody not to write anything down. So number 3, I'm going chips and queso.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's good.
All right, that's a good one. I'm like, I can't even like think of things. I'm like blanking in the moment here.
I'm just boom, boom, boom. First thing that comes to mind.
I'll go next. You got chips and queso, and also food combos count as like duos. So I'm going peanut butter and jelly, number 3. I have to.
Classic.
Lifelong.
Absolute classic. All right, here my number 3. Does cookies and milk? Does that count?
Yeah, that counts.
Cookies and milk. All right, number 3, cookies and milk.
The OG cereal.
It really was.
Blake, you got enough.
Oh, I'm coming back. Okay, back to me, number 2. I'll go with the classic, bread and butter. You can never go wrong with bread and butter at a table.
Bread
and butter is an absolute. When I was like 4, 5, 6 years old, that's all I ate. So bread and butter,
dude,
game changer.
I call it butter bread season. Like late at night when you just want a little bit of a snack and you don't want to make anything, it's butter bread season, baby. You get that butter out, you throw it on there. It's a great time,
dude. Yeah, butter bread.
Maybe
butter
a little Tony's. Little Tony Shasheries or whatever his name is. A little Old Bay, maybe.
Yeah, we got some in the chat. Okay.
Shot of Jameson and a pickleback.
I love that one. All right, what other combos we got, boys?
You're next.
I think you're next.
God damn it. All right, how about food combos? Okay, how about this? How about an Italian beef with peppers? That has to be.
Oh, man.
All right. Very, very. Yep. Can't beat that.
Gotta have that up. Ooh, Rob, I like this one. Oops, I like this one.
Yeah,
beer and wings. Ooh, that's a great one. That is money.
Fries too. Beer and wings though. Woo!
Steak and eggs, pizza and ranch.
Kansas City.
Pizza and ranch.
I like ranch. What are you eating?
Pizza and ranch? Hey, don't hate on pizza and ranch,
bro. You don't do pizza and ranch?
No, I don't do pizza and ranch. I'm allergic to all of that.
Why not?
Sucks.
All right. Okay, so my let's see. I think
Yes, Jack. Yes, sir.
I'm looking over at my kitchen to see if I can see anything that'll give me a hint. I think maybe like
bacon and eggs.
I'm trying to think of something that goes good with coffee.
Ooh.
Coffee in the morning, so you can do that.
Coffee in a mug.
No, that's not food.
No drink. But we did beer and wings. Okay. You said earlier we said we like beer.
There has to be at least one food item in here, and I do have cookies and milk, so that technically is under that.
I would say beer and a cigarette.
After a Bears game, you need a beer and a cigarette.
I know, right? I'll go crab legs and butter.
Oh my god! I didn't even think of that. That's a good one.
Jake just hit it on the nail too. Jake might have won tonight, dude.
Oh, you are such a. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry. I gave it away.
All right.
I'm sorry.
All right, then I got my number one. I had fries and ice cream. Fries and ice cream, number one. Jake, you're shitbag. Thanks.
All right, my number one. Oh God, favorite food combos. Fuck, man. Okay, well,
tequila and salt, Corey. Yeah, that's right.
That's it. Oh God, favorite food combos. Oh my, I don't even know at this point. Okay, how about grilled cheese and tomato soup? That's my number one.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a very good one.
I mean, you can never go wrong with it. A nice grilled cheese, and sometimes you put that avocado in the grilled cheese. You can put some tomato in there with the tomato or the tomato soup, whatever. Dip it in there. Yo, Kyle, what is this, dude? No, sorry, not that. Oh my God, everybody's commenting in the chat.
Cinnamon rolls and chili.
What is that, Kyle? What is that?
Dude, I've actually heard that.
That is a sociopathic tendency. I refuse to believe anybody eats chili with their cinnamon roll.
Thank you, Sarah. That is a delicious one. All right, welcome to the Midwest. We don't do that here, Kyle. We're in the Midwest.
I've lived in the Midwest my entire life, and I've never heard of one person eating cinnamon roll with chili.
Served in our schools. Tell me what school, and I will fucking report them.
My computer's dying, but we're gonna get in.
Run.
Take away our Bears predictions.
Wait. I still gotta do my number one, boys.
Wait a second. Hey, oh, hey,
whoa,
hey,
oh,
hey.
I think I'm gonna go.
This isn't my charger. Fuck.
Survive.
Hot sauce and chicken. Give me hot sauce and fried chicken. Yeah, just. That's kind of a weak sauce pick for number one, but I can't think of anything.
Hey, it's your truth, bro. If that's your number one food combo,
that's stick what with came to my mind.
You stand by it.
Or maybe like a. Oh no. No. Number one, broccoli and cheese.
All right, hot sauce and chicken.
No. Take away hot sauce and chicken. Give me broccoli and cheese, dude.
Damn, back-to-back weeks with broccoli and cheese showing up on the big board with the soups.
Hey, big broccoli guy here. Big cheese guy.
Right, we'll tweet out the graphic as we always do on our social media accounts, Lakeshore Live Podcast, Facebook and Instagram, at LSL_pod on Twitter, of course. All on the left side here, all is our social medias. We'll tweet that out later this week. We'll also tweet out Staley's picks as always. And all right, it's time. It's that time again. Oh, and of course with our big boards, you can always vote who wins and also put
that was a lot of pressure.
We were just put on the spot and just had that.
I like that.
Chat went off there. That was fantastic. Thanks for
these speed big boards.
All right, one more chat participation. Throw your Bears predictions, score predictions tonight. We're gonna close the show out by doing ours. So let's do it without further ado. Ryan, starting with you, negative Nancy's. What do you guys have?
Let me find mine. So I got Bucs 21, Bears 12. I don't know if you can tell by the show, but I'm not feeling great.
Big day for Cairo Santos, though.
Hey, yeah, big day for
Hell of a day for Cairo Santos.
Did y'all see that
player of the game?
Cody Parkey is 100% in Cleveland right now?
Yeah, it's just the Bears.
Must not be named.
He's going to go win 5 Super Bowls.
But yeah, I think I got Bucs 21, Bears 12. Next.
Man, that was the first time Ryan hasn't picked like Bears 489 to 4.
I'm broken.
Hey, dude. Hey, maybe that's the reason they'll come back tonight.
Like this.
All right.
Bears I'll go next. All next. We'll save the best for last, right, Blake? All right, I'm going to go with Bears 30, Bucs 27. I think Foles. I agree with Sarah. I think, the Foles is going to right the ship. I think he's going to have a big game. I actually agree with this. I actually completely agree with this. Either the Bucs are going to destroy the Bears, or the Bears are going to win. Nothing in between. I completely agree with that.
But that's a garbage time comeback again, or is it like a Bears authoritative, like the whole game they kind of show up win?
They win by a score. That's it. It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
All right, Blake, close it out.
Bucs 23, Bears 17. It's not happening for him tonight. If they win tonight, I think it's going to be great. Come on, you hit the booze in the chat, bro. I love this. I love it. I just can't see them winning this game. I want them to win. I think they have a shot to win, but I just think that with what I've seen from this offense, like I don't have a lot of hope for them to be able to get it going against this pretty good Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. And like I said, like this is a game where I think we're going to know a lot about who this Bears team is going to be. And if they can keep it close and they can get a win or even keep it close, I think this is a team that has some room for hope. But if they come out and get blow out, I just think that they're pretenders at this point in time.
Yeah, I agree. And here's the thing too: there's a lot of injuries on the Bucs offense, so there is going to be opportunity for the Bears to make stops. But at the end of the day, guys, those are our predictions. We'll let you guys go before the show. Before we do, of course, you guys know this. Look at the bottom of the screen. We are sponsored by Manscaped. You go to manscaped.com, get 20% off your order. Using the code BEARSBACK. The Bears are back. Your ball should be back too. Change the way you manscape your man parts. You can buy anything for your uncle, your dad, your grandpa, your brother.
Not your mom.
Right? Not your mom. Probably not your mom. But
we don't judge. They
got shirts. That's cool. But you can buy presents for your husband. Whatever you guys want to do. Manscaped.com. Bears back. Use code 20% off. There's some really crazy, awesome stuff there that actually really
that ball deodorant is like next level.
It changes some shit. It's.
I'm an IT guy. I sit in a desk chair all day, and let me tell you that this ball deodorant is the real deal. Boys, men out there, if you're like, oh no, I don't believe in it, quit. You get that negativity out of here.
With our code, you can literally get it for $8.
Yeah, it will keep you dry as the Sahara boys. I'm telling you, it's nice. And
it smells great.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
You put on a little bit of that little ball toner, bada bing, bada boom. You smell like a daisy. Like you walk out of the house fresh.
And they got everything from you got you got the lawnmower, which changes the way you shave down there. You've got your ball deodorant. You've got underwear that's super comfortable. You got shirts. People are coming in at the right time. It's our Manscaped promo time. So
look, if you put on the deodorant and the toner, it is proven that Outcast So Fresh and So Clean plays in your head when you're walking out the door to go to work.
That's it all day. Manscaped.com. Use promo code BEARSBACK. All caps. The Bears are back. Your ball should be back too. 20% off. Check it out. There's gifts.
Smelling like chili and cinnamon buns. That's what this episode should be called, chili and cinnamon buns.
Guys, great show. Lots of fun. Thanks for everybody that tuned in. We're going to be watching the Bears. We'll be tweeting from the Lakeshore Live and all of our handles. Make sure you guys follow us. We might do – good to hear, Sarah. That's awesome. Yeah, the boxes are awesome. They got boxes there on Manscaped too. But make sure you guys check out our recent podcast on all platforms, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes. We just interviewed Bears legend Jim McMahon. It's 25 minutes. It's a really nice short episode. Lots of awesome stuff there. Check it out.
We got 20 minutes till game time. Go throw it on.
Game time. Get pumped. Throw it out. You can even listen to it before the game, but get pumped. Bears got a big game tonight. Let's see if they're pretenders or contenders. We're not going to be doing any post-game show tonight, but we'll potentially be doing a live show this weekend before Sunday. We'll let you guys know. But until then, guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, we'll catch you guys next show. Go Bears, bear down. Thanks for the participation. Tonight was a ton of fun. I guess late night shows get wild. And go Bears, baby.
Bears.